Hello loves and welcome to a new video. I'm Candy, if you're new here. Hey, it's Candy, welcome back to my channel. Why did I forego my regular introduction? Whatever. We're starting a new cooking box today. This one is Martha and Marley Spoon. So Marley Spoon is a meal delivery company and they partnered with Martha Stewart for this one. The first recipe that I am going to do is going to be this roasted sausage and peppers. It looks so good. We might do all three recipes today just so I don't have to cook the rest of the weekend. But we're definitely going to do this one and the Kung Pao shrimp stir fry because that looks hecka good and I want that for dinner and I'm going to have this for lunch. So let me get everything out and we'll get started. So everything comes in a paper bag. And I know some of you have been concerned about the waste or the packaging. I recycle everything that I can, just so you know. Alright. So we've got a red onion, some sherry wine vinegar, a pepper, a bulb of fennel, some spinach, some thyme, and the sausages. I have the oven preheated to 450 degrees. I'm going to chop up the fennel, the onion, and the pepper, and then we're going to put that and the sausages in the oven. Alright, so I'm going to start with the pepper. Whoa! There was baby peppers in there. Weird. Just gonna go around, cut the ribs off, get as much of that out as I can. Okay, so I'm gonna cut it in half and cut it in strips. They tell you to cut it into like quarters. I like them in strips. Alright, now my onion. Cut it down the middle. Then I'm going to peel it over here. Alright, so I'm going to take the onion. I'm just going to do strips, I guess. I should have thought about this a little bit better before I started cutting. Probably should have cut into moons. Oh, these work. These are like strips. Oh my gosh, my hands are going to be purple. Do, 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 do. This one I'm going to cut like this. Because that's smarter. And I should have done this before. Let me look how they tell me to cut the fennel. Trim stalks and core end from fennel and reserve any fennel fronds. Remove tougher outer layer if necessary. I need the bigger knife. Fennel in recipe earlier this week and I thought it was going to be more flavorful than it was, but it was fine. It wasn't as strong of a flavor as I thought it would be. All right. So now I'm going to take the thyme and pull all the leaves off. This is a tedious task. All right, so I've got all the vegetables. Here's the thyme leaves. Perfect timing, because there is the oven. Okay, this says 3 tablespoons of oil. I'm not going to put 3 tablespoons of oil. This is probably going to be maybe 2. There we go. Okay, now I'm gonna all right, everything's all mixed up, spread out. Let me wash my hands. Now what we're gonna do is take the sausages and I'm just gonna nestle them in here with the veggies. And we're gonna pierce them a couple times with the knife so they don't explode. And then this is gonna go in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes. Yeah, this is gonna go in the 450-degree oven for 20 to 25 minutes. I'm gonna do dishes while it roasts, and then we'll come back. All right, so this just came out of the oven. You can see it's blazing still. So what I'm gonna do is kind of move the vegetables to one side and put the sausages on the other side. And then, you're super crooked. Then the spinach goes on the veggies, because that's going to sit on those hot veggies and wilt. And then the sherry wine vinegar. I'm going to go over all of that. I'm going to toss the veggies and the spinach with the vinegar. And I'm going to let it cool down so I can actually eat it. It smells so, so good though. Alright, I'll let that sit for a little bit. But, like, look at this. It looks gorgeous. So we've got the sausage. It's kind of dry. Let's get some of these veggies. That was appetizing, I'm sure. The veggies are good. This is probably the simplest recipe I've done. You could definitely do this at home. You do not need to get the box for this. These ingredients are readily available and a lot cheaper at your grocery store. So, yeah. That's what I have to say about this one. Alright, so this recipe is the Kung Pao shrimp stir fry. Whoops. I thought this looked really good. So what came in the bag? Vermicelli rice noodles, a red pepper, ginger, cocktail peanuts, scallions, teriyaki sauce, rice vinegar, and shrimp. I already have the shrimp laid out, patted dry, and seasoned, so they're ready to go. I have water on almost to a boil. So let me get a cutting board out. And we're going to start with the pepper. like I'm throwing a lot away here, so I'm gonna cut this off. And then clean out the ribs. Let me rinse these off. And you're just going to chop this into bite-sized chunks. I'm going to take half the ginger, peel it. Sounds like we're getting to a boil back there. Okay, I'm gonna drop the noodles into the water. So I'm gonna chop the ginger as best I can. Don't deal much in fresh ginger, so. Then we're gonna take the scallions, chop off the bottoms. Wipe those off a little bit. All right. I'm gonna set the greens aside. Those will come in later. We chop some of the peanuts. I don't know how you roughly chop nuts. Like, this is like the most difficult thing. Here we go. Alright. Good enough. Alright. Waiting for the oil to heat up. So got the noodles back here. Got my timer on for that. You can see the other recipe that I just finished is still sitting over there cooling down because it... Why is this sitting so funny? Alright, so the peanuts, the onions, the ginger, and the peppers are all going to go in here to cook and soften and become fragrant together. So basically what goes in here is the rice vinegar, the teriyaki sauce, the chili garlic sauce, which is sriracha, or made by the sriracha people, I should say, and a little bit of salt. Alright, now I am going to mix that together. And that's all there is for that. Alright, so these are softened a bit. I turned the burner way down. I'm going to add the shrimp. These are going to cook for just a couple minutes until the shrimp are done, and then we're waiting on the noodles, which only have 6 minutes left. Alright, we're in that crucial moment. The shrimp are done-ish. Most of them are completely done. There's a couple that are still on the verge. The noodles are ready. I'm going to rinse those. Alright, so the noodles go in the pan. And the sauce that we made goes in. And just kind of stir everything together and let it go a little bit until the sauce thickens, and then we're done. Alright, there we go, that's what we want. See that sauce will get thick, coating all the pasta. I'm going to turn this off. Try to make it look pretty. Trying to get some vegetables up on top here. And some shrimp. Alright. Alright. For this one, I'm going to try it straight out of the pan. Here's a shrimp. They're cooked perfectly. So good. Let's get a few noodles. That sauce is really good. You can taste all the vegetables in it. This is a really good one. But again, this is all stuff I can get at my grocery store for way cheaper and put this together myself. So easy. I'm not sure how I feel about this box yet. We've still got one recipe to go plus another box. So, we'll see. Hey guys, so it's time for our final recipe from the Martha and Marley Spoon first box. This is Indian beef curry with peas and buttery naan. It looks fairly simple. So let's see what we got in the box. We got naan bread, peas, some butter, a nub of ginger, curry powder, coconut milk, an onion, a can of tomato paste, parsley, cilantro, and some grass-fed ground beef. So the first things we're going to do, in a Dutch oven or large pot. Okay, trim the ends from the onion, finely chop, grate half the ginger, a tablespoon, add the onion and cook. Ginger. Okay, let's get this going. Alright, so I've got a pot on the stove, warming up with a little bit of olive oil in it. I've never had curry before, so I'm hoping that this is good. I've used curry powder and stuff, but okay, they want a fine dice on this. So I find that because this onion was in the fridge, it doesn't cause me to get watery eyes. So I want to think about that. Keeping onions in the fridge, maybe. Alright, I'm going to put this in the pot because this needs to cook first. I'm going to use the half ginger from the last time. I heard that you can peel ginger with a spoon, but I don't know. Alright. Fresh ginger smells so good. Okay, I'm going to put this in with the onion. Got the onions and the ginger cooking up. And you want the onions to go until they're brown, I guess. So I'm going to go ahead and add the beef in. Turn it down a little bit. I was on a 7, I'm down to a 6. Come on. I'm going to get a different tool out in a second. Add a little bit of salt and pepper. This is my favorite kitchen tool. From Pampered Chef. I think we talked about it in a different video. But it's so good for ground meat and stuff. Alright. It can be a little tedious to clean, that's the only thing about it. Let this cook for a while. Okay, we're going to stir in the curry powder. Curry powder smells so good. Alright, I'm going to tilt you guys up a little bit because back in that other pan, I'm going to heat up the naan in a few minutes. Alright, in here we're going to add a tablespoon of tomato paste. Okay, that pan looks like it's warm enough. Okay. Must be something on that burner back there. Okay, now we're going to add the coconut milk, which I didn't realize was going to have the cream on top, or I would have took this out this morning. And I squirted a little over here, so that's fun. Clean that up. And 3/4 cup water. Okay. I'm gonna let that go. Alright, so this is going to cook for about 15 minutes. And then I'm going to toast the other naan bread too. Alright, so this is done. Add the peas. Let it cook for another minute or so to warm the peas. And then we are finished and ready to eat. Alright, let's dish this up. Okay. And some cilantro leaves. They didn't say to like chop them up or anything. I think I've seen the correct way to eat this is to take a piece of the naan bread and scoop some of the curry in with the naan bread. I don't think I got much curry on there. Let me try again. There we go. It's pretty good. Nothing special. It was just like ground beef and onions, some curry powder, stuff that you may have in your cupboard. And so these Martha Marley boxes are pretty disappointing to me. There's just nothing special about them. And you would almost expect something from Martha Stewart to be extraordinary, but they're just really simple recipes, which is nice. But when you're paying $12 to $13 per plate, it's not. So we'll see what the next box brings, and then we'll give our final verdict.